Handling cold call objections and closing. And I hope when you clicked the thumbnail of this video, you didn't think we're looking at moving from a cold call all the way to a close. Because the cold call is to get the appointment, then the appointment now leads to the close. Now, in this video, when we look at the close, we're going to look at how do you close an appointment? How do you get prospects to respond to you correctly and give you an appointment? If appointments are too few, sales will be too few. I was on a call yesterday with a client, and I was asking one of these sales managers, and I said, what's the challenge you're having with your team? He says, my people are not going out enough. They're not booking enough meetings, and they are not being able to close sales, because if they can go for enough meetings, they can have enough sales. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to be able to get more meetings. My name is Iyore. We trained thousands of salespeople across several countries, including Nigeria, Ghana, USA, UAE, Rwanda. I'm an author of several books and resources on sales, and I've been featured on lots of media platforms to talk about successful selling. I work on an organization I was going to target to sales of 20 high net worth individuals, and I was able to bring 21 high net worth individuals to my organization in a single month. I also participated in a sales competition where I won, and I was sent for the World Cup and all expense paid trip. I moved to another organization where I was able to double my portfolio by over 100% in just 11 months. I'm currently the CEO of Advantage, and I specialize in Salesforce management. This means work with CEOs, with team leads to help them optimize their results and get sales results faster and in record time. So quickly, let's walk through this short video. Now, cold calling is synonymous with selling, because you see, if you can sell the appointment, you most likely can sell the product or service. Now, one of our clients, we participated in their sales interviews to interview salespeople for them, and a lady came on board. When she came in, she dressed so well, so the MD was impressed and decided to pick her to join the team. But she was just fresh from NYC, fresh from school. Now, one of the ways we helped her bridge that gap of knowledge, of sales skills, and help her get to sell faster, quicker, and in record time was that we exposed her to cold calling. We told her to work for a few weeks in the call center, and head of call center for this company was a very effective guy. So he was able to groom her, walk her through how to schedule appointments, and because of that, she was able to close sales effectively, faster. One of the best ways you can train people and get able to become better at selling is to expose them to cold calling. Cold calling is so powerful because if I can get you to give me your time, which is not, see, the Bible says he that is faithful in little is faithful in much. What is little? Time. What is much? Money. If I can get you to give me your time, I can get you to give you your money. So how, if you can't sell someone to give you their time, how do you sell someone to give you their money? So now, in the course of trying to sell someone to give you their time, and you're asking for the appointment, you will come across cold call objections, which is almost synonymous to closing objections you face when you're face to close. For example, somebody says, "How did you get my number?" What do you say? Our corporate communications team sends us a list of very successful and influential individuals, sir, and your name happens to be on that list. So that's why I'm calling. In fact, if I look through, you're actually number 27. So with this in mind, sir, hope you don't mind. Can we come for a meeting? Do we do tomorrow 9 a.m. or do we do Thursday 2 p.m.? You give 2 dates, insisting on time. If the person says, well, I don't know you, how can I just get you to meet with me? Oh, sir, I understand how you feel. Most of our best clients, when we met them the first time, they said exactly the same thing. So, pardon me if I ask that, just give us the opportunity, no pressure, you be the judge. Can we do tomorrow 9 a.m. or do we do Thursday 2 p.m.? You just give 2 dates. 2 dates. And what the person says, okay, send me a proposal. Okay, I'd love to send you a proposal, but our proposals are quite bulky. For most of our clients, we just come in briefly, walk them through what we have to offer. It won't take you more than 4 minutes, no pressure, you be the judge. Can we do tomorrow 9 a.m. or do we do Thursday 2 p.m.? That's how you keep at it. What the person says, give me your, what's your rate? Or how much are your properties? Or what does it cost? Oh, sir, in fact, that's the best part. The only issue is that for me to be able to give you the cost, there's some questions I need to ask and some things I need to show you, which I can't really show you over the phone. And after I'm asking that, do we do tomorrow 9 a.m. or do we do Thursday 2 p.m.? Or maybe the person says, send me a WhatsApp message. Oh, okay, I'd love to send you a WhatsApp message, but I'm not sure a WhatsApp message I can be able to communicate every night to communicate in WhatsApp message. That's why I was hoping that I could show you something. No pressure, you be the judge. For most of our best clients, they ask for WhatsApp messages as well, but they eventually give us the opportunity to meet with them. So can we come for a meeting, sir? Just 4 minutes, no pressure, you be the judge. Do we do tomorrow 9 a.m. or do we do Thursday 2 p.m.? Now, if you're hearing me say these things, you may think like, is it just like that? And the person will say yes. Now, there's no way you will do cold calling and everybody will say yes. Because number one, there are different personalities. You're calling these people at different conditions. Some of them, they could be driving. Some of them could say things like, oh, why are you calling me? For example, we did cold calling session for a company. Somebody on the phone said, why are you calling me on a Saturday? Right? Or so there could be several issues. But nevertheless, the whole idea of cold calling is that it's like the law of numbers. If you had all your prospects exhausted, maybe you came from a rich background, you had a lot of relatives, people you could talk to do business with you, you started with that, or maybe you didn't even have any and you decided to go straight into meeting friends, family who can refer you, and you've exhausted all that, and all of a sudden it looks like you don't have nowhere to go to anymore. The next best thing and the next opportunity of a salesperson is cold calling. And cold calling works so well. I remember I was in NPR for one of our clients, and during this monthly performance review, I was looking at the performance of several salespeople, and I was asking, wow, you just closed this deal. Mega deals. These guys, we're coaching these guys, training these guys. Mega deals, these guys were closing eventually. And I kept on asking, okay, so where did you get this lead from? The person says, oh, from cold calling. Oh, I said, fantastic. That shows that cold calling is working. I said, where did you get that lead from? Oh, from cold calling. So most of the transactions these guys were getting at closing, they're from cold calling. And I was happy because it helped to prove the fact that, hey, cold calling works. Because it took me time to convince them, to let them see that cold calling works. So you want to practice these things and be able to get the right results. If someone says, what if I get on the phone with someone and the person doesn't speak English? What do? You may need to just, if the person doesn't speak English, okay, apologies, we'll have to talk another time. You end the call, then you move to the next person. What if the person says, I'm not the decision maker? Good. I remember when the client says, I'm not the decision maker. Oh, okay, that's not a problem. But at least let's still meet with you. You're still as important as you're still important. So let's have a meeting. Let me walk you through what we have, and with that, you can make a decision. Now, you know what happened in this case of the decision maker? The reason why this was important for this particular client was because when they get in for this meeting with this person who says they're not a decision maker, at least it will give them access to meet with other people who will give them access to be able to find who the decision makers and be able to close from there. Now, I know some people say things like, but I cannot just be going for meetings with people when I'm not really sure these are the key people I should be meeting with. That's why when you do cold calling and a call plan, they come together. A call plan is a list of locations, dates, time, and appointments you have set up for the week. You want to make sure that you're doing your cold calling, you're populating your call plan, so that when you go in for a meeting, you don't necessarily feel the pressure of saying, what if the person is not there? What if I get there and the person says he's not interested? At least you should have 4 meetings scheduled that day. So even if you went for the first meeting and the person was not available, you can go for the other meetings and you can find people there. And if you went for your 4 meetings and nobody was available, you can do cold calling. You can walk into offices, companies, locations, talk to people around that area. So that every time you go back to that area, you can have the same set of people to follow up, to engage and call. And to close with this, please remember, don't call the prospect to confirm the meeting. Calling a prospect to confirm the appointment is giving them a reason to postpone or to cancel the appointment. So because you already have a cold call, just appear in the prospect's office. And when you get there, if the person is not around, you call the person says, oh, I'm sorry. I wish you had told me. I would have been able to prepare better, but I'm sorry. I'm sure I missed it. Can we schedule for get another date? That's when you go in for the meeting the second time, the person feels compelled and obligated and feels like they owe you for having stood you up by not showing up for their appointments. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't watched this video, please watch it. It's going to help you as well. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you soon.